Play-Doh together. So here I have our recipe, I have some of the tools that we will be using, and I have our ingredients right here. So the first thing you should do whenever you're cooking, even if it's not something you're actually going to eat, like Play-Doh, you should tie your hair back. This way, not only do you keep it out of your face, you keep yourself from touching it with your hands as you're touching all the other ingredients. So I'm going to tie my hair back, and whenever you're cooking, even again if it's not something you're eating, you should wash your hands. So I'm going to step over here for a second. And I'm going to wash my hands. And then we can get started. So whenever you're doing a recipe, no matter what, you should read all the instructions first. I actually have our instructions for No Bake Play-Doh right here. So our ingredients: 1 cup of salt, 3 cups plain flour, 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, food coloring, and 1 cup water. Now we listed off the ingredients. Now for the directions. This is very important because if you don't read the directions, you might do things out of order. Mix all dry ingredients and add oil. Add food coloring to the water. Slowly add water until the desired consistency is reached. Kneading will help to improve the texture. Okay, so we got to get our dry ingredients. When I cook, I like to put on my apron because I get kind of messy and I don't want my clothes to get dirty. So I wear an apron. So let me just tie that on. There we go. So the first thing, 1 cup salt, we want the dry ingredients. Now dry are the more powdery ingredients. Salt is a dry ingredient, flour is a dry ingredient. The vegetable oil is a liquid, so that means it's a wet ingredient. So I found my cup. This one is 1 cup. I know this, and I know you can't see it, but on the back of the handle, it says 1 cup. And so your parents can help you know which one that is. So I'm going to take my spare bowl here, because when you fill up a cup, you have to fill it to the top, and then you don't have to worry about it spilling all over the place. So I'm going to pour my salt into my cup and pour it. Takes a minute to fill up. And you do want to overfill it slightly because you want to get it even at the top. So I'm going to kind of even it out, and I'm going to even take my finger because I'm not eating it and my hands are clean. And I'm pushing it gently so that it's flat on top, and that is 1 cup. So then I'm going to put it in my bowl so you can see it in my bowl. Now I'm all done with my salt. But now I need 3 cups plain flour. It just says plain flour because there are different types of flour. But more than likely this is the kind you'll have at home. So I'm going to take it, and this time I'm just going to scoop it out. Now I have a lot of flour here, but that's way more than a cup. So again, I'm going to push it down so it covers, and then I'm going to level it off. So that's 1 cup. I need 2 more now. I'm going to do it again. 2 cups. And now I need 1 more. There we go. 3 cups. All right, now we have 3 cups. And I will set this aside. So mix all dry ingredients. So if we look, the only dry ingredients we have are salt and flour. Let me grab a spoon so that we can, Oh, that might have been really loud, I'm sorry. Let me grab a spoon so we can mix them all together. This one should be fine. Let's just mix those really quick. All I'm doing is just stirring them up so they're mixed together. So you can't even tell where the salt is anymore. And add oil. All right, so 1 tablespoon. So I have my vegetable oil and I have my tablespoon. Again, it's labeled on the back of my spoon and I know you can't see it, but your parents can help you determine which spoon is the right one to use. So for this one, I just want it, whoops, see I got a little too much there. And now it's even, so now I'm gonna put it in. And now I'm going to mix it up again. It didn't do very much because we didn't put much liquid in it. But we still have to add the food coloring in the water. So because it's now I'm doing a liquid ingredient, I'm going to use a measuring cup. Oh, hi Loki. This is my kitty Loki. He likes to get in the way. So I have a cup. It says 1 cup right here, and that's where I'm going to fill the water to. Excuse me, Loki. All right, I have 1 cup. And oh, it wanted me, remember, we have to remember what the directions say. Slowly add the water until desired. Oh, but let's go back up 1. Add food coloring to the water. So I have a couple different colors of food coloring. So I think we should make purple. So I'm going to look, purple. What colors make purple? Red and blue. So I'm going to add some red. Oh, that slipped out of my hand. So we have some red and some blue. Oh, I guess I don't have a lot of blue. Let those mix up. I'll just use the spoon. We'll slowly add it and see what happens. Now I'm adding it, and as I'm stirring it now, you can't see any more liquid in it. So sometimes it's better to get down and dirty and just use your hands. Just take your hand in there and start squeezing it. It's the best way to mix some ingredients at times. Now you can see that I'm starting to get some Play-Doh going. Feels a little dry to me, and I think we might actually need some more vegetable oil. Now, with recipes and such, it's usually one of the good parts about things like Play-Doh and stuff is if you need more ingredients, you can always add some. Depends on how you want this. And it said 1 cup of water, but I'm getting this feeling that it's going to need more than 1 cup of water because I still have a lot of dry ingredients in here that aren't doing anything. So I'm going to grab some more water. And now the reason they had you put the food coloring in the water and not directly in this is because then you won't get food coloring all over your hands. See if I can get any more food coloring out of here. Very slightly more. So now I'm not going to add it all at once. I'm just going to add a little at a time to see if that helps. All right, so now we have our Play-Doh. So you can see it's still a bit crummy, and that's what the kneading is for, to get the texture better. So to knead, you want to take your knuckles, you want to push it in, you want to fold it over, and you want to keep flattening it. Now this is great because not only does it work, because you can see it's not as grainy now, it's not falling apart, but it also strengthens your hands. And it's great for things like writing. When kids are in their pre-writing skills, when they're learning those, this is one of those things that actually helps. Because in order for them to hold a pencil or a pen for a long period of time, they need the muscles in their hands. And if they're struggling with that, with holding a pencil, one of the best things you can do is get things like Play-Doh or clay and have them massage it, knead it, work with it, and that will build their hand strength. All right, so as you can see, I got a very, very light purple Play-Doh out of the food coloring that I had left, and that's okay. So this will be good for a little while, especially if you store it in something like a plastic bag or something that's airtight when you're done with it. And as you see, we have our ingredients list, and just be aware that things might change. I needed a little more than a tablespoon of vegetable oil, and I needed more than 1 cup of water. I think I used like a cup and a fourth. And that's okay, because most of the ingredients are dry and flour based. That generally happens. Hi, Loki. Go. Not right now. Thank you. Bye. He likes to be involved. So that's quite all right, and maybe that's an experiment. That's a conversation you can have with your child, you know. But when you add extra of something that's beyond what the ingredients say, add a little at a time, because depending on how you make it, you might only need a little bit, or you might need a lot. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you have fun with your Play-Doh. I'm gonna be doing something with it later. I don't know what, but have a good day. Bye.